But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. For you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word, I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
Rapture. Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yeah. Yo, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Hey, when they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating or deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gorgies. 6 Gorgies watching, 1 Gorgie in the chat. Good to see you, Bazza. Okay, wait and see if anybody comes in. We'll get to one of Jim's oldies. You one of Jimmy's oldies. Yeah, I wonder if this Hantavirus is just another psyop thing. You know, all these people stuck on a boat, and there's only a few people done a few videos and sent them out on social media. Or is it an excuse for another lockdown? You know, let's see what Simp Saver Sam's saying after we do a Jimmy Annis. And I don't know what fights. I still can't get the fight we wanted to do. Tyson Fury still can't get it in a decent resolution. Well, the full fight still can't get it. So any fight tonight, if anybody's got a decision, anybody's got a fight they want to see, then let me know. If not, I'll decide when I get there. And we've got a film called Beast. Yeah, another psyop, you reckon? Yeah, probably. Probably, man. Another psyop. I'm just wondering if it's another excuse for another lockdown, you know. We'll see. I'm not saying that he's got to discuss it in this. I mean, we'll see come time, you know, because we'll see what they do. And if they do, it won't be a surprise. Right, okay, let's do popular. Go a bit further down. All right, let's blast down there a little bit. Yeah, I would say so, bro. I would say so. Actually, I seen one there. I had that. I'd like a few of them. There we go. 6 minutes. Gives time for people to come in, me make a coffee and that. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Martin and the Who's, good to see you, Bazaar. Hey, good to see you, Martin. Good to see you, Martin. Sorry, bro. No, I'm not sure. What fight was it? Because I can't get the one I want to see anyway on YouTube. So let me know what fight it is. If you want to see it, we can have a look at it. But that will be on the Rumble side, obviously. Who was it? Who was it? find out the fight. Which fought Saturday. Yardley versus Dubois. Let's see if they've got it on. Right, let's see if they've got it. If they've got it, was this let's see if they've got it on YouTube. If they've got it on YouTube, we can do that fight on Rumble, but it's whether they've got it or not. Because I don't just do the highlights, I like to do the full fight. Paste, full fight. Full. Oh, I don't know. Oh, wow, it looks tough. I mean, what? Wardley. You didn't see. Oh, Fabio Wardley, not Yardley, Wardley. Let me just find out something so I know if it's right. Result. I want to see the result. What was the result? So I know how long it would be. Right, Ellen knockdown. Let's have to come back to it. Fight. The referee waved off the fight in the 11th round. So 11th round. Yeah, it looks like I ain't got the bloody full fight. It ended in the 11th round. Ooh, maybe. Oh no, it's prelims. So hard to get the fights until later on. So it was 11th round. Full fight, live round by round. That's commentary. Let's see if Rumble's got it. If not, we'll have to do it some other time. Because I can't. I mean, we could watch highlights, but I like to watch the full fight. Okay, let's see if Rumble's got it. Sometimes Rumble has it. Have a dig. No. Oh no, it's his Yardley. Wardley. Wardley versus Dubois. I think Mason right for the signing who on. Right, no, I don't think so. So Wardley versus Dubois Saturday night. I think that's just that face off. Hold on, just checking someone, guys. No, just commentary. No, so we'll have to just go for an old school fight for now. I can't get any of them at the minute. We could watch the highlights when we get over to the Rumble side, but otherwise he ends up in the ward. Hey JR, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. But yeah, any other old fights you want to see? You know what I mean? If there's any, as long as they're on YouTube or whatever, usually the most up-to-date fights ain't on there for a good month or so. Just depends, you know. Let me just find that somewhere to see if sometimes I can get them live on this app I've got, not app, site I've got, but it's just knowing when they're live, you know. Let's see if anywhere else has got it full. Right. Yes, I know that. Oh no, it's a recap on BBC. Sky Sports live update. Let's just see if BBC. Oh, no. iPlayer. Let's see if the iPlayer's got it for some reason. No. No. Yeah, we'll just have to do an old school fight or whatever for now. You know what I mean? Corners girl, Jill. Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. So yeah, in the meantime, I'll put the link in if anybody wants to come in. They'll say there won't be many people come in. But if there's any fights anybody wants to see, give us a shout, as long as they've got them on YouTube and as long as we've not already done them. But it's obviously for when we go over Rumble side. And the film we've got tonight is called Beast. It's a new film. It's got a real MMA fighter in it. It's got Russell Crowe in it as well. So yeah. But fight wise, just let me know and we'll do it on the Rumble side. Okay, let's get this 19-minute video up. Let's do that. Get me back to normal. Get me back to normal. Oh, bugger. Wrong one. My bad. Wrong one. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I put both the wrong ones in. I did. How did I do that? Sorry, I've got to go and get the link. I put both blooming wrong. I put both links in the private chat, the wrong links. But both of them the same, rather than the actual link I needed. Right. The Hantavirus situation is serious. Yeah, another serious psyop, I'd say. Serious heading for lockdown, probably. There's another blooming psyop or something. Right. Let's have a dig. It's in here. Do that. And let's do it. Right, that's better. So Simp Saver Dan is commenting on some YouTube video. I don't know who the other guy is, but Simp Saver Dan doesn't talk too much through it, so we'll see what's being said. So he's called it the Hantavirus situation is serious. Obviously, he knows it's even like the COVID thing was a psyop. Pandemic, he calls it. So yeah, let's just see what he's saying about this guy and what this guy's saying about it. Let's do that. What's that there? Right, okay. Let's get out Dan's way. I feel rude covering him. Right, is that full screen? Is that full screen? Why does it? Is that full screen? Oh yeah, well, it was already full screen. Right. I'm confused because of the way he's got it. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay then, gadgets. Let's get. Oh, where's my blooming YouTube gone? My YouTube site gone. I'm sitting there talking to nobody because my YouTube's not up. Right. Okay. Right, let's do this. Right, okay. X-Files had an episode about Hantavirus back in the day, a man-made virus to kills the population. Yeah, of course. Probably anything like this is usually man-made.
We're going to be going through another pandemic.
There you go. Pandemic. So he knows.
Man, who would have thought? Hopefully it doesn't reach a point where, we get told we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't see our loved ones when they're on the deathbed, you can't come out your house, you can't do this. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, we got told that before. Did I listen to it? No, I did not. I went out when I wanted to. I didn't wear a bloody mask, even when people were whinging. I wore one around my neck just to pretend. You know what I mean? But yeah, no way was I ever putting them things on my bloody face. Took me ages to get a bloody haircut because I wouldn't do it. That was the only time when my hair was like so long, and it was the only time we can get in the barbers is if you wore a mask. So I wore it just for one haircut, but apart from that, no, didn't wear it and would never again. I'd rather shave my hair myself this time if it happened again.
Resort to that, but who knows? People are definitely thinking that another lockdown's
it didn't stop me doing anything. Like I say, I wore a mask once, but it didn't stop me doing anything. It's normal. I still went out, still went and got my bud and stuff like that. There's no way was I stopping any of that crap. Tell me to stay in my house. Are you mad? Right. Even if World War III was coming down and there was such things as nuclear bombs and they were flying towards me, it's my choice to go out, I'll go out. No one's going to tell me to stay in the house. I'm not in prison. You know, I've been in prison umpteen times and you're not allowed to go out. So why, when I can easily jump out my front door, would I choose to stay in if I wanted to go out, you know? Oh, yeah, look like your sister was a hairdresser. That would have been great, man. I was with Vicky at the time. It was the second year of me and Vicky going together. We'd been together since late 2019. So, yeah, by the time that came, we'd only been together like six months or something. That was 6 odd years ago. Thank goodness that is finished now. Thank goodness for that. Anyway, let's continue.
We'll see, I
I want
guess.
you to take yourself back to a certain date in 2020, March 13th.
There you go. Everybody's going to equate it or correlate it straight back to that date because we were put behind doors for a stupid pandemic.
2020. I should add that this mostly applies to people in America. You woke up that Friday morning like every other Friday of that year.
Well,
dragged yourself out of bed.
Not just America. I mean, it was all over the place. I think there was a few countries that didn't adhere straight away or didn't conform straight away. But eventually everybody was conforming. Well, if a country was allegedly conforming, individuals weren't, because I certainly wasn't.
Bathroom to prepare yourself either for school or for work. While in school, your friend looks at you and says,
Yo, Uzi dropped the turn on take. You gotta listen to that.
You listen to it while in class to see if it is really hard, and indeed it is. This would be Lil Uzi's last good album, but you don't.
It's crazy to think how I don't know about you guys, but since COVID, time has just been on like 10x speed.
And that's very true. Plenty of people have said it. And I don't just think it's me getting older, because like our parents used to say, look, miss most of your childhood because your adult life will just fly in. And which it does fly in, but it hasn't flown in as much. I think that's flown in even more than what is meant to. Hey D-Man, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? I saw you were on.
Yeah. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, not too bad. You're talking about
We're going over to Rumble after this, so if you've got a fight, if you've got a fight you'd want to see.
yeah. Maybe I'll slip over for a little while.
Yeah, we've got a movie as well afterwards after the fight.
Yeah, I can do the fight. Probably.
Movie's called Peace. But yeah, like if you've got a specific fight you want to see, obviously you did Jerry thingy last. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, Jerry Quarry.
Yeah, and the other dude last week.
Yeah, I could find one while we're going.
Yeah, cool. Quite a long one. That'd be cool. Like if it goes quite long distance, that'd be great.
All right.
As long as we haven't done it. But yeah, this is just a quick video. It's about 90 minutes long to do with the Hantavirus. Is it just another? I'm just asking. Is it another psyop? Which it probably is. Another excuse for lockdown or something. You know. So yeah, let's continue. But good to see you, man.
Like, where has that time gone? That COVID pandemic felt like
again, yeah, it did feel like it flew in. It did feel like it flew in since then. And like I said, your parents do tell you that time is going to fly in when you get older. But to me, it seems especially like it's flown in more, like really, really has. It just seems extra.
ago to me. Where has that time gone?
As the day starts to end in school, the principal comes on the PA system and lets everyone know due to a little virus called COVID-19, school would be closed for 2 weeks. You cheer with your friends, hype that you're basically getting a week break in the middle of the year for free, not knowing what it would turn into. If you
when COVID-19 came about, I was not at school. I was still in my 40s. And I still am in my 40s. Well, late 40s. I'm about to be 50 this July. But I wouldn't have been at school. But I get what he's saying. I remember when everybody was off school and that because of it. But yeah, it didn't make me conform. Like I say, the only time I wore a mask was one time when I needed my haircut and the barbers had just opened, but they weren't letting anybody in without a mask and temperatures taken that. So I did it once just to get my haircut. Never again.
the job, you either got an email from your employer that the company would be switching to remote work temporarily, or you got an email that you were fired and to get out immediately. This little virus would then turn into one of the worst pandemics to happen in over
Yeah,
a
it was
century.
weird.
And after it ended, the world all promised itself that we'd be prepared and this shouldn't happen not only in our century.
Well, there you go, Derek. I don't know if it's got anything to do with Hebrew, the hantavirus, but if that's what it means in Hebrew, you know, that's a point towards, you know, telling the truth in plain sight, hidden in plain sight, truth being put out there, but done in a roundabout way. You know the one.
But
Well, they said that everyone had to get this vaccine and you had to prove that you've got it. And if you don't, you're going to drop dead. But everyone I know who's unvaccinated is okay.
Yeah, everybody I know it's unvaccinated is okay. But a few people know that was vaccinated had a few little problems, you know?
Well, the thing is are the people who are vaccinated, are they the ones that are infecting other people?
Is that, well, it's a possibility. That's
because
a
of
possibility.
shedding, what they say, shedding.
Right. It's a possibility.
When that happened, I went to work. Well, the first week that work implemented this whole 6 feet, you know, my work did it, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I showed up and didn't wear a mask and got on the bus and did all the stuff I had to do and got out of there and came the next week. And by the next week, I went to go get on the bus and the guy said, whoa, you know, the transport bus. The guy said, nah, got to have a mask. And I said, to get on the bus. He said, to work. And I said, oh, okay. See you later. I just turned around and got in the car and he watched me just drive off. And I just picked the phone up when I got home and said, I won't be in until the mask mandate's gone. And they were like, yeah, they were like, you serious? I said, yeah. I said, see ya. Whatever it's done. They said, well, it could go all year. I said, well, see you next year.
Yeah.
Hung the phone up. Right? Now, I had a little money, so I could do that. But I had to tighten my belt quite a bit to not work for 6 months, which sucked. But I sure as hell was not going to go there in the summer and wear a fucking mask in June. That wasn't going to happen. So I was like, nope, sorry. See you next year. It took them 5 months, about 4.5, before the company I was working for at the time started having staffing problems.
Yeah.
Because the only people they could get to go, you know, I'm not going to say anything derogatory. They weren't the greatest of employees, let's put it that way. And then they realized, oh, shit.
I get you.
Why ain't this guy showing up? Why ain't that one showing up? Why ain't this one showing up? It's because of the mask. And they dumped that mask mandatory shit so fast that it wasn't funny. The minute that they said, no, you don't have to wear it, you can come back. And I was like, oh, okay. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't wearing that shit.
Suck that. Like I say, my hair grew so long when the barbers opened, they made everybody take temperature and wear a mask. And I did it just for 1 hour just to get my hair cut. And never again would I do it. I mean, it was awful.
You know what I did? I just went and bought a buzzer and just buzzed my own hair off, and I've yet to go to.
That's what I would do next time. That's what I would do next time. So I'm just wondering if this is for some kind of like another lockdown or not. But Derek's right there. Hanta in Hebrew, colloquially, I think it is. Oh no, that's garbage. It means that colloquially. But Hanta in Hebrew, formal versus slang, formal Hebrew for is a scam or a fraud or honaha, damit or murma, other meanings. But so yeah, it does actually mean. I didn't know that, so I'm glad I do now. So there you go, another truth hidden in plain sight.
Yeah,
truth hidden in plain sight. You know?
Let me ask you a question. How long do you want to go in the fight? Do you want to go?
I'd rather it be quite a long one. If it's going to be a knockout, make it between knockouts between 9th and 12th, or if it's an older fight, 15 rounds. I don't mind as long as it's quite late on. If it's a knockout,
okay.
I'd like it to be longer kind of fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we don't have to do like a few. If it is a quick knockout, I'd want a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And hopefully we haven't already done it. But I dare say you can think of some fights that I've probably not thought of. You know. Hey, Jono, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I didn't see you there, man. Good to see you, man.
I don't know what they were trying to get to with that one.
Health officials around the world are racing to contain a deadly outbreak of Hantavirus that's linked to this cruise ship in the Atlantic.
Ooh.
So how come there's only like a couple of people from that cruise ship sent off videos on social media, and then they're walking around the cruise ship, and there's nobody there? There's nobody there. Is this just another load of garbage? I mean,
Well, they
they're
dumped
distractors, you know.
Well, they emptied the ship supposedly in Spain, which was the other thing that I found weird, because why would you want that ship coming to a port in your country in the first place?
Right.
So,
Right.
You know. But the funny part was they had guys walking out with suits on and all taped up and all kinds of crap, walking off the ship, and they had cops standing right next to them.
The usual.
What was the point? What's the point of being all taped up like that if a cop can be 2 feet from you after you just walked off that disease ship?
Right, of course. You know, all this social distancing nonsense before, it was crazy. It was to put the fear into you, and like, you cannot go too near to that person. Same back in the 80s, right? We know that AIDS was a thing back in the 80s, but they made it out to be some kind of mad pandemic that it wasn't, you know, like you're going to catch it if you kiss someone. Saliva, everything, you know, at the time. Like, there's so many myths about it. And again, it's another man-made thing, you know.
I went through a scare with it because I had an accident when I was 11, almost 12 years old, and lost a ton of blood. I actually died.
Right.
And lost
you
a
had
lot
to
of
have a
blood, and they brought
transfusion.
me back, and I had to have multiple transfusions.
Right.
In the 1980s, so 1984.
Ooh, dude. Ooh.
So when I turned 15, my mother got a letter in the mail. She told me later on. She didn't tell me about it when it was happening. But she got a letter in the mail when I was 15 or 16, I think, that I had to be tested because of the hospital
transfusion,
that I got the transfusions from weren't screening for that when they were taking blood donations. So
and the thing is, in the States, when you give blood, you used to get paid for it, didn't you? You know, in the UK, you don't do. In the UK, you don't. You got a cup of tea and a digestive biscuit, you know. So like, it's not. You haven't got much incentive to do it over here. But in the States, and especially in the 80s, if you're getting paid for it, people have got to give their blood no matter what they got, you know.
So I had to go and take a test to be tested for AIDS and HIV when I was 15 or 16.
Wow.
And it was, you know, then I realized when I was walking in, because my mother lied to me, obviously. But when I walked in, I realized that, wait a minute, why am I going into this place? And I put it together in my head. Oh, shit. And I took the test, and I don't have AIDS and I don't have HIV. Thank God.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, but that era was that was right around the point where they started to figure out that, oh shit, blood. This might be a problem. And
absolutely.
Especially that particular hospital that I went to, because I had to get a lot of surgeries, top of my head. I got a metal strap in my roof of my mouth. That's why I got a little bit of a lisp, is because the side of my mouth, I keep hitting that metal strap in my mouth, and it's driving me insane. Next year, I'm gonna have them take all my teeth out. So they can take it out, because I keep hitting it with my tongue continuously, and it's been going on for like 35 years. It's insane. I can't. It's driving me nuts now that I'm getting older. So.
I got you. What was I going to say? I remember acid rain. Wow.
Yeah, the ozone.
Well, I totally forgot. I mean, I remembered, like, obviously ice caps melting, weather, climate change. I totally forgot about acid rain, bro.
Acid rain.
Forgot about acid rain. Wow.
Sure, I remember when they were panicking everybody with the ozone. Oh my God! Blaming all the teeny boppers for using friggin' hairspray that they were ruining the ozone.
Ozone layer, CFCs.
It's all bullshit. It's just their way of fucking take more money from you.
Look, God made this plane, this plane to be able to replenish itself, to be able to heal itself. He done it that way. He made it that way, so it does.
It's a self-correcting system,
right?
Is what it is.
Dynamic system, absolutely, bro.
And all of these things that we use, that we have, that are created, and what do you call it? All this stuff came from the earth.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
So it isn't you putting it together doesn't make a difference. Wait, look where it came from. It came from the ground.
Even if it's synthetic, it's something that's been used on this earth to that's been made, that was created by God. So how, even if it did harm it to a certain extent, it's going to replenish it because that's how we made it. And like you says, it's come exactly from the earth that it's meant to be damaging. You know.
Yeah, it's organic. It's organically. It was organic. I mean, now it's a little different. Now they can, now they can produce stuff that's kind of organic and it's not naturally. But I mean, so I mean, I'm sure that stuff that we create is probably way more toxic than if you just use the natural elements from the ground. I just think they're having problems, logistical problems with getting.
It's the way they put the compounds together, isn't it? It's the way they it's the way they synergize it, I suppose. And when on how much harm it does, if it does, but like say, if it does do any harm, God's made this place to be able to replenish itself, to heal itself. Absolutely. The greenhouse effect, absolutely, Martin. Yeah, it's mine. All these buzzwords from the 80s, dude. Choose life. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard of it by now,
you know what's going to happen? Everyone's going to be spam buying toilet roll again. They're going to be spawn camping in the aisle and just buying
that was so bad. We used to see in the news that during the COVID thing, lockdown, everybody going to the supermarket and fighting over toilet roll and water, but mainly toilet roll and water. And the thing is, that was in supermarkets, big supermarkets in town. I went to the shop at the end of the street, plenty of toilet roll, plenty. No fighting for it. People were just going to big supermarkets and just grabbing it in bulk. It got to the point where they had to limit people's toilet roll supply on the way out the door. So mad. To get people fighting over toilet roll. That's the kind of thing these lockdowns that do. And the government knows that it's going to do that it's going to get people on edge, and people are going to just start going mad in their head and start looting if it comes to it. Mad.
It's a bit
having another bit of a virus issue around the world. Even not including COVID, it seems like every couple of years, there's always a virus panic hitting the whole world.
Yeah.
In the 2010s, you had the Ebola pandemic, which happened in Africa, but cases spread all over the world. The most racist swore if they interacted with an African person, they would get it and die next week. I gotta admit, though, that Ebola song did kind of go hard. You had the measles outbreak in 2019, where a record amount of people were getting it around the world. In America,
the measles is the thing, but they put it out there that a lot more people have got it and what was thinking. It was an outbreak. I dare say, like the Great Plague and all that wasn't what they said it was. Louis Resto versus Bill Connelly. Yeah, dude, that sounds good to me. What year is that, bro?
It's the 80s.
Nice. Yeah,
it's a bit of a controversial fight too, because Resto got never boxed again after that because he got caught loading up his hand wraps.
Oh, is that the one?
That's
where
the one.
There's plaster in his hands.
Yeah,
plaster in there.
Yeah,
we could watch that one. I don't think
him and the trainer both got put.
Is that where his face is all, but the blonde guy's all bust up?
Yeah, Billy Collins.
And it messed up his career because he thought he lost big time. He couldn't believe how he could be hurt so much. Remember?
Yeah,
man, that was so bad.
Billy Collins basically went blind after that, and
yeah,
he went through a lot.
I think we've watched like just that part, where it shows him like the last round and where it shows him where the coach grabs the guy's hand with the gloves. So I don't think I've had to sit and watch the whole fight.
That's the full version. It's high quality too, so it's a pretty good one.
Nice, we'll do that one. That's great. Nice one, dude.
New York got hit the most, and there were 1,200 cases across 31 states. Crazy how this didn't matter, because next year's virus will make that outbreak look like a little cakewalk. And now the newest panic we have is this virus called the Hantavirus.
No way.
Here's some info.
That's literally the bloody picture I used for my thumbnail. See how people just go to Google and pick the first famous picture.
Yeah.
I mean, I add stuff to mine, but that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Virus has been a thing since the 1950s and was fully identified.
And obviously the film cover, right now I put some. I funk mine up. I personalize. I customize it. You know what I mean? No pride from me.
by a doctor in 1978. There's been cases everywhere under the sun since it got identified. It's spread by the worst creatures we know, of course, rodents. And you get it by inhaling their waste in the air or by directly touching it. Don't know why the
but do
directly
you?
touching rat at that point.
Yeah, well, there's some countries in the world that you go through a market and there's all sorts of.
Yes, you've got to catch nasty things from that, but is that really how it happens? Or I mean, maybe it's passed on that way, but was it originally that way, or was it introduced into society by certain people? Maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, they got a fool with. They mess with the mosquitoes. They messed with bees. They mess with. They mess with everything. Now they're dropping shit all over in the woods to try to. They're dropping these little pellet things so the animals can eat it, shit it out, or the other animals can eat them. And
poison thing.
they're
Yeah,
vaccinating shit. It's like
chain reaction of bloody nastiness. Yeah,
just fucking with nature. You shouldn't be messing with nature, man.
Definitely not, bro. Definitely not, bro. God made that. God made nature, you know. And when you're messing about with it, you know, God made this place to replenish itself. But you know, you can cause damage, and you know, intentionally doing so is messing with people. Not just if you're messing with the animals, you're still going to mess with people because they end up eating those animals. You know what I mean? So you miss fireflies. What, are they not a thing anymore?
Oh, the meat and up here, the meat that you buy in the stores, it's crappy. It's lousy.
Really?
We get meat from a farm, from a private farm, where they don't feed them all that shit. So it's grass fed, all natural chicken, natural turkey.
That's how it should be. You know, nowadays they're feeding them all these bloody pellets with additives and all this kind of crap.
Eating the store bought stuff is some of the worst shit that you can. You know, they feed them with a lot of antibiotics and stuff.
HGH, you know, growth hormone, and
try to fatten them up or try to make them bigger. And
that's the thing with the HGH. It gives them more muscle and it makes them more. It makes them tougher. You know, you might get a bit more meat, but it's got to be tough as hell.
Yeah.
You know?
Things hanging on sticks and whatnot. I'm happy with KFC.
I'm not.
KFC, just some simple food. Subway, Tesco's meal deal, whatever it is. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Rice and chicken. I don't want to be eating flipping bats and rats and cockroaches and all this stuff. Some countries just be eating like they're eating a flipping cone of chips or something.
I remember seeing like
I want to tell you something.
Oh, right, go for it.
A friend of mine was in Thailand a long time ago.
Dude.
And one of the tourist guys saw him, went over, we're talking to him, and he pointed at his glass and said, "Did you get ice? Are you going to get ice?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's hot as hell out here." He said, "Don't do it." And the guy's like, "Why?" He said, "Don't do it." So they're sitting there talking, having a just a cold beer, no ice or anything. And a guy walked literally right by them, dragging the ice, a big chunk of ice with tongs up the sidewalk with nothing underneath it. And he said,
breaking bits off of it. Wow.
He pointed as the guy walked by and he said, don't ever get ice. Because they're just dragging it down the sidewalk. And I mean, he said, "Man, I never seen so many things crawling everywhere." He's like, "I realized right there, no ice."
Yeah. It's awful, man. There's this guy on YouTube, and he was in some place, I can't remember where it was, and he eats all this mad stuff. He doesn't necessarily like it, but it was basically shit, because what it was the like, you know, cows chew grass. Well, it was basically the grass that's still left in their intestines. When they got that out, they squeeze it out and get all the juice out of it, and it's basically shit juice. And then they get the bile ducts and put a bit of bile in there. Like, why do you want all this? Like, bile tastes awful. Bile is bloody awful. Why?
If you want to really,
when you puke up and taste your own bile, it makes you even more sick. It's disgusting. So why would you want to eat shit juice and bile?
You want to really see something gross? Well, just type in China gutter oil, and
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
oh
seen
my
it when
God,
they
dude.
fish out all the oil from that they've already poured away.
Out
and
of the
stuff.
sewer, literally.
Yes.
That's what they use to cook food
Yeah.
in.
I did a stream on it one day, but yeah, people were going, it was making people ill, But yeah, they do that. They do that. And the meat that they're using, recycling meat, they're actually getting like chicken bones, chicken that have already been like fried drumsticks, whatever, already been eaten, that have been in the bin, getting them back out
Yeah, they
and
just heat 'em back
refrying
up
them.
again. Yeah.
Refrying them because there might bits of meat on them. Oh, so nuts. So nuts.
It's yeah. I'm not one of those guys. I mean, some people like eating that, but I'm gonna stick to burgers and pizzas, mate.
Asked for the death sentence. I don't feel bad. And it's only supposed to be from rodent to human until cases started happening from human to human. They called it the Andes version of the virus, and the first case was identified in 1995 of someone getting it from human contact. It happens here and there, but it's...
Hold on, what did Derek say there? Sorry, Derek, I missed that. I haven't seen any in years. Oh, the fireflies. I actually had to think about hard last time. About the last time. It's been at least 10 years though. I'm in the city. Hopefully they're doing okay in the countryside. See, it's something I've never seen in the UK. I don't think you get fireflies here.
Yeah, we get them up here.
Yeah, I'd love to see them.
way more rare than getting it directly from rats yourself. So you may be wondering why everyone's panicking about it. Well, we can fully blame this dumbass who decided to make a video talking about a hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship he went on. His name is Jake Rosemar, and he decided to go on a cruise with a bunch of other people from different countries. Not knowing that a couple had the virus, they brung it on the ship and all hell broke loose. The cruise was not cheap either. Like, they must have been using today's sponsor Current to save up for this.
Wanted to throw it in there, right? A lot of you guys have been saying, so if you missed it in the video we uploaded earlier on today, I've made a second channel. It's called Bodycam Sam. You'll see it on screen right now. First link in the description. Head over, subscribe, and comment when you're over there. See you over there, hopefully.
People died on the ship from it, and one of the doctors got sick treating someone. So with him panicking because everyone got told to quarantine until further notice, he made an update to the outside world talking about his experience.
I normally wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like I need to say something, so I wrote a few things down. I am currently on board.
Oh, this is one of the dudes. Is this one of the dudes allegedly on the ship? I think it is, isn't it? I'm currently on board the HV Honduras. I don't believe he is. If he is, then they've set him up to be there for some reason. If he knows nothing, I don't. Some kind of setup anyway. Either that or he's just acting.
Obvious. And what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives.
Low-key, no one would have known about
sorry,
this.
But that kind of sounds a little cliche. We're people, this kind of talk. It sounds cliche to me. I'm not. He might be telling the truth, but to me, that kind of talk sounds cliche. I think it sounds put on. So is that really what's going on there? I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry, I'm just kind of changing the title. So I'm putting the fight title in it. Who's fighting? I don't need to put you decide anymore because it's been decided. So here we go. Louis Resto versus Bill Collins. Dooby. Nice. Sorted. Save that.
It's a pretty long fight too, so I think it's 10 rounds.
Excellent.
10 or 12 rounds. It's pretty long. I think they're middleweights. So
nice.
Yeah,
I'm just sorting out the title again because I put in you decide, but now it's been decided. I'll put it in there so we know. Just so I know in future, like if I go to watch a bout and you cut in, you come up with it again. It's like, we watched that a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So save it. Save it now. Sorry. All right, continue.
If he didn't make the video, but now that's all anyone's worried about. People aren't over a little world-stopping moment.
Yeah, a lot of people are worried that we're going to go into another lockdown again.
Well,
I don't know if it'll get
it's a possibility. They like these lockdowns. I mean, they did it twice to us over this COVID crap. Twice, not that I adhered to it or conformed to it, but still, twice they did it. So is it a possibility that they could be heading in front of the lockdown? Possibly, but it might be something else. It it could be just another psyop to take our minds off of of something else, you know.
You got to remember too that there was a period where they did the swine flu, and people panicked, and then they come out with a quick swine flu vaccine that ended up killing more people than the swine flu.
Well, yeah, because my son was born in 2008. He literally, when he was about a year and a half old, and this is before I was woke up to anything like that. He got swine flu. He got swine flu. So he had to go to Leicester, which was like 40 miles away from here, and get a pill called Tamiflu. And then he was fine. It was probably just normal cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was fine after that. You know, so what they gave him, I don't know. But did he have swine flu? No. It was just he was unwell, and they decided to attribute that to him at that time, because that's when they were told about it. That's when it was a big thing. You know what I mean? So Lord knows what he's autistic, but he was autistic before that. That's not what gave him autism. But
I never took a flu vaccine. I took the flu vaccine once
in my life.
One time, within 2 days, I was in a hospital. Within 2 days, and
they give you the flu and more.
I've never been so sick in my life. Literally,
they're literally giving you the flu. They're injecting the flu virus into you.
I was literally tripping. I was so hot that I was having hallucinations.
That's a fever. That's a temperature. That's bad.
It's like 105, 106. They were literally putting ice all over my feet.
I mean, it even tells you before you take it, like 1 in a million is death, is the symptoms. 1 in 10,000 this, 1 in 1,000 that. And like, what?
And they tried to play it off like, oh, you just had a reaction. No, I didn't have a reaction. It was that fucking shot you guys gave me. Don't ever give me that shit again.
Right. I had it once in my life. The only reason I got it is because I was using drugs at the time. So my doctor advised me to have it at the time. This was 2006.
My mother was getting it every year because she was She's older. She was elderly.
Yep.
And then every time she got it, she got sick. And I told her, stop getting it and you'll stop getting sick. So she stopped. They told her, all right, you want to get your shot? And she was like, no, I don't think I'm going to need it. So she didn't get it, and she never got sick. And I was like, see, making you sick. There's a difference.
Yeah, Gematria, good to see you. It's definitely not science. Definitely not science. Far from it.
But it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to pull some shit like that again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
From 5 to 6 years ago and don't want it again. It doesn't even take just this. Everyone was panicking when they announced a new strain of COVID like monkeypox. In a way, the whole world has World War II soldier PTSD on anything happening. Instead of hearing a helicopter and having a heart attack thinking you're in the war field, we hear a new virus drop that had PTSD.
1,000-yard stare. The 1,000-yard stare, the empty stare, the PTSD stare.
Listen, I'm grateful because if it wasn't for doctors, I wouldn't be here. You know, I got 11 surgeries.
Yep.
So if it wasn't for doctors, I wouldn't be walking or talking. I'd be sitting in a chair, drooling on myself, eating applesauce. And that would be, so I'm lucky. But I would never get another vaccine ever again.
No, of course. And some of these doctors don't know what they're doing when they think they've obviously read up on these things and learned about it. But that's because they're being given the narrative. They don't know actually what's going on with it. They just think this is what's going on. So they're well learned on it, but it's the wrong information, I guarantee it. So they think they're doing the right thing. But there is doctors, obviously, like surgeons that are needed. I'm afraid that sometimes you need surgery and it works. But again, I mean, there's a bad side to it as well, a very bad side to it.
Mine was construction. Mine was bones and my skull and my face and multiples, otherwise I would have looked gory or I probably wouldn't be here. So I'm grateful, but I see this is bullshit. I'm not getting any of that. Every time I got to go, check up every few years, they always ask me, oh, do you want this? Or I can give you that. Oh, what do you call it? It's out of date. Oh, I could do this. No, I'm good. Thanks. I don't need anything.
Innit? Absolutely. I agree, bro. Dr. Bob, good to see you, bro. You go get a chance of getting killed by Hillary Clinton than a virus. Right. A&E are brilliant. It's the disease side that, yeah, absolutely. A&E are good. You're right. You're right. A&E are good because they do what they're trained to do. You know, they're not the medicine side. You know,
No,
so yeah, you're right.
They're just there to remove symptoms.
Yeah.
They're not there to fix anything.
Right.
TikToks of which room you would.
That's so true because I played that game during COVID a lot, and it was driving my missus insane. Everyone was playing Among Us.
Sleeping the hardest. And also the lines he had in the videos are what's really pissing people off. Because he said we're not just a story, we're people with families, lives, and friends. Like that isn't everyone in the world. Are y'all the only ones with families and friends? No one even knew about the headlines of story until you made this video, buddy. People's first reaction to hearing the story was saying a couple of things. One being do not dock the Pope because we don't want it to spread even more. Other people said just dock it at one country and don't let them leave until it's solved.
Yeah, I saw people saying just sink the ship. That's wild.
Also people saying it
100. Yeah, I did actually see some people saying that. Yeah.
Just sink it. It's a disease. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Go in there and spray it with Lysol? Is that really gonna work?
But I mean, as far as they're concerned, there's people in there and they want people sunk with it. You know, I mean, I don't think there's anything on the ship. You know, I mean, if there is, there's some kind of being used as some kind of patsies, you know what I mean? Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And your second channel. Go on, sorry.
It would be easy. I mean, it's easy to do that, to have a community. Dude, last year I was planning on taking a trip from New Jersey to Amsterdam. I was going to go to Amsterdam. I was going to take a the other plan that I had was I was going to take a cruise. I was going to take it from New Jersey to Amsterdam, stay with my friend for like a week, and then hop on a plane from Amsterdam and fly from Amsterdam back to New Jersey. And man, it's a good thing I didn't do it. Because I think about it now, and I'm like, I was even thinking about it at the moment when I was looking at the things to kind of plan out the cruise, and I was like, it'll be my luck that it'll be some kind of digestive friggin' virus while I'm on it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Yeah, we know it's some kind of psyop, Paul. Of course, it's bull crap. No matter what, it's bull crap. But whether these people are on the boat or not, you know, or whether they're just acting or they've been used as some kind of government experiment that they don't know about, I don't know. But it's all bull crap. It's psyop.
150 people versus a.
But like I say, they could be using it for another excuse for lockdown.
Yeah,
it's a possibility. But wouldn't they go a bit further next time than lockdown? You know?
You can't go to the bank? Oh, not a problem.
Right.
Use this digital currency.
Right.
You can just do it from your phone. See, this is how they push things. This is how they get things done.
Right.
Oh, you mean you can't leave your house to go physically to the bank because it's illegal? Oh, we'll just sign up for digital currency.
Illegal. You know, I mean, I couldn't believe, you know, when the lockdowns happened, they were telling people they had to stay in, you know. And in the UK, every Thursday night at a certain time, people would go out the doors and applaud the NHS.
Oh yeah, applaud the dustbin man.
And then it's
so brave, stunning and brave.
Because they were still working. Hold on. They didn't get a choice, and neither did anybody else get a choice. What do you mean? Applaud everybody for conforming and staying in because of your bullshit. As a result of their bullshit, you know? Mad. Yeah, bloody clapping seals. Do you remember that, JR?
I remember it.
Wow.
Wow, it's funny you said that because that's the first time I thought about that.
I forgot about it till now. It was one of them things. I was like, I haven't heard anybody mention it before.
Yo, you didn't go outside and clap?
Everybody went to the front doors and went out for 2 minutes or something, a minute or 2 minutes. You used to hear it. Everybody was out there clapping. Honestly. Wow. Can you remember it, Paul? JR. Hey, UK guys. Remember it? Mad. Hey, Martin, you'll probably remember it. Done that round here last week. They done that round there as well, and he's in Motherwell in Scotland.
Boston had it too. Boston strong. That was the big thing. Oh, be Boston strong. Yeah, Boston's stupid.
It's just it just shows you how much control they've got, even to the point where this was voluntary, but go out and show your appreciation for these people, you know? That shows how much control they've got over people. You know, it's voluntary, but people did it anyway. Take Connor's girl as well. They did it down here. Yeah. There you go. Clap for the NHS.
Yeah.
Clap for the NHS. What kind of clap? The NHS usually give you lotion for that.
Clap your ass cheeks.
Oh, madness, man. It's so nuts what we've done.
Potential 8 billion person pandemic with a disease that's a 40% fatality rate, might add, and can lay dormant in you without you knowing for weeks. In the wise words a man once said,
he's rapping now. Nuke the whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
Y'all are about to get so mad at me, and I know I don't post like this. I usually would post on my other page, but like, truthfully, sink the ship.
Sink the ship.
Okay.
Sink
the ship. And they believe that people are in this shit. Heartless bastards, isn't they? Oh,
and like hell with it, sticking with everybody on it.
Just sink it. You know, like it's so bad, man. No, like mercy for the fellow man. You know what I mean?
No, because they only think about themselves.
No compassion. No, exactly.
The ship. Sink it. I don't care. I've seen enough. Sink the fucking.
You wouldn't care, would you? But these could be actors too. Yeah.
I better sink that ship like it's a game of Battleship. F2 hit.
Damn.
I'm not even trying to be insensitive, but we cannot do this right now. We cannot do this right now.
It seems like the general public.
Ruthless, man. Bloody ruthless.
It's taking.
Well, I get what people are saying, but I don't think it's that deep. You know, there was only a few people on board who got it, and we're never really going to know the truth.
You never had any clapping, Paul, but you must remember it, though. Do you remember it being asked of people to do so? Yeah, indoctrinated fools. Absolutely.
Are we? We're never going to know the truth. They might just fabricate a story to try and get people to get vaccines and boosters like they did before.
Right.
That's what I'm going with.
That's a possibility. Yes, I mean that's a possibility too. You know, get these boosters just in case. Get this preventative just in case. You know, just in case you've come into contact with any of these rat people. You know what I mean? Any splinters among you.
I mean, there's a lot of diseases and illnesses that go around the streets today, which no one's worried.
Aye, it was on the news and that. Aye. So.
About, and you know, social media has such a massive impact. It can only take one video for people to go into a complete panic, like we're seeing with that guy. If that illness was and it was spreading on that ship, and no one made a video, it wouldn't reach the scale it has.
Well, the PTSD people have over COVID is beyond what people could think. If you said this pre-2020, people would have thought you were crazy and a bad person. But now there's a lot of people saying they genuinely don't care, whatever it takes to stop a potential pandemic. And even though scientists and health organizations
even since the pandemic, people have they have to look at all these wokies. It was woke before that, obviously, but they've gone like triple mental. They've lost all their wiring completely. You know, so like once maybe before the pandemic, there might have been a bit of compassion, but now it's just like, no, they're all inclusive, but it's like, no, cut them off,
Right.
kill them, sink.
Do you remember when all the people who got the vaccine were telling them to lock anybody up who doesn't get it?
That's right.
And going on there and saying, good, I hope they all die. I hope your grandmother dies. I hope this one dies. And then they're the ones that ended up freaking having all the health problems. And they had to admit, oh, shit, you might have been right.
Right.
Scott Adams was one of them. And I met Scott Adams at a book signing in Florida. And met Scott Adams, nicest guy on the planet. And he got that stupid thing. And that's what gave him cancer. And he went on TV. He went on the internet and did the same thing. Oh, anybody that doesn't get it, stupid. Anybody that doesn't get it, there's a dumbass. Anybody that doesn't get it, well, really, I mean, you want to lock us up, but it looks like, hey, you're dead.
Major social outcast if you didn't. Social outcast.
Yeah.
You know? Made you look like you're the weirdo for not
exactly. Ban you from doing this. Don't let you can't go to stores. Oh, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Can't go and visit your family in another country.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. It's so nuts. And then it continued for years afterwards. Like if you hadn't had the vaccine for COVID for a good few years afterwards, you can go to certain countries. You know, like it's so
George
nuts.
Foreman. George Foreman went on TV and started telling people you should get your vaccine. Get out there right now. Go and get it. And he got it. And he was dead. What a year later? 6 months later?
Yeah.
It's like, how good did that work? Well, because you
It's
believed all the horse shit.
nuts, man. They just headlong into a story that was been told by the government, what they've seen on the media, and then they don't know what these alleged vaccines are, but they're so like, the government told us this, so we've got to put this in our bodies to prevent it or to cure it. You know,
I used to work with a guy who was a germaphobe.
Oh yeah.
He would literally not touch the door. He wore gloves all day long. He refused to take them off. The only time he would take them off is when he'd go to the bathroom. That's it. And he would like take toilet paper and put. I mean, literally. Germaphobe. He couldn't touch anything.
Yeah, I knew somebody in rehab. It was in 2017 when I was there for about 8 months. Christian rehab, but it was more like a cultist one. But you know, and he was kind of like that, but to the point where he was so much like that it made it worse for him and made him more unhygienic. Like he'd go in the shower and instead of drying his feet and walking on the shower backs on the floor where it's not wet to get somewhere else to dry off, he would put his socks on in the wet shower and walk through the shower. And then he's got these black spots on his feet because he's walking about with damp feet all the time. You know, it's like, what the heck? He's trying to prevent things like that, but in doing that, he's actually
causing bigger problems.
Right?
You know, you have to touch other things. You have to expose yourself to other things. Otherwise, your body doesn't have any strategy to fight anything you get.
It needs some kind of. The immune system needs something to fight against for it to be strengthened. Yeah,
I mean, if you're not exposed to other people, you don't touch other people. You live in a bubble that's hygienic. Well, you know, ask those people in the Amazon or people in the Pacific that have never touched anybody.
Right.
Or in some areas in India, you can't go to those places and go in and just share a friggin'
you bring
Twinkie with
something
them.
over with you, right? Even just the common cold, so to speak.
Or kill them because they've never been exposed to any. So, you know, it's like you have to be exposed to things. That's how your body knows what to do to fight things off. If you don't, you're gonna, you know, a scratch could kill you. You know.
Yeah.
Saying it's a low chance to turn into another COVID. Didn't y'all say that last time?
I was just about to say it. He said the same thing last time.
Was some horrible scenario where it did somehow turn into a pandemic, this would be way worse. A 40% fatality rate is diabolical. You got a 4 in 10 chance of dying. With COVID, unless you were really old or really young, you didn't have to worry about it too much and could tank it. This would be a damn near mass extinction event in every country, and there's still no cure. There's also other reasons I wouldn't want it to be a pandemic, at least in the US. There will be zero safety precautions set here. People could barely handle the last lockdown, and we're going insane every day. And obviously, while it sucks for everyone,
it's true. I mean,
people were going.
You know, it's crazy because.
But you know something? Like I didn't pay attention to what was said at the lockdown, but people who were going against it were actually getting arrested by the police and getting told to go home. You know, in some cases, I kind of just stayed away from them. But you know, it was happening. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad how it was. And maybe, I mean, again, it's maybe to go do something like that. But I think maybe if they were to try and do a step up from that, they'd have to do something a bit more extreme, wouldn't they? I don't know. But maybe it's just for the point of vaccines again, you know?
Yeah, it's just to get them in your bodies to get you sick so that you'll go to your doctor and get more medication. That's all it is. It's just to control people.
Right.
That's all it is. It's just a control mechanism. They realize there's too many people when they're trying to, Bill Gates said it a while ago that by 2030 he wanted to cut the population down by 40%. Well, there you go.
That's it. That's
How do you
it.
do
You know,
that?
they're trying to cull the population as well. You're right. Absolutely.
I mean, they don't want people to eat healthy foods and be healthy because
No.
healthy doesn't make them money. They
It
want you
doesn't
sick.
make them money. No, it
They
doesn't.
don't
Yeah.
want you to not eat the fucking highly processed crap. They don't want you to not have problems because if an outbreak in health means they don't make money. That's that
Right.
simple.
Right. Right. I agree completely. Completely. You know, they say they're out to for yes, and there is people that work in that in that industry as well. They're, you know, in the medical business where they're there to help people. But overall, the people above them, for what they don't want you getting healthy for the sake of money, like you say, everybody's healthy, then there's no money in it for them. They say they want everybody healthy, and that's why they're there. Really, it's the other way around. They do help people get back to health, but at the same time, they cause the health declination in the first place.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for a price. Well, for
Right.
health. What
Right.
you mean without symptoms? That doesn't mean that you're actually healthy. That means, I mean, see a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders are not healthy.
Mhm.
They're not. They look big and they look like they're strong and they look at, yeah, okay, they can lift 450 pounds. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that their insides are healthy. That's just what they need to do to produce muscle. That doesn't mean
Right.
that they have a healthy lifestyle. Most of those guys go out drinking all night and booze it
Yeah.
up, and they're not living healthy.
Yeah.
It's
No, of course. Of
yeah.
course.
So I mean,
But
it's
no,
just,
not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Paul, yeah, I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent, Paul. You say most people believe in contagion. There is no evidence for it. I agree. There isn't. There's no proper evidence for a viral model. You know, it could be something to do with something else, like you say, a detox kind of system. Possibly, like I say, I haven't looked too much into it, but I do think there's something wrong with the jam model, the viral model, or whatever it is, you know. I get you, bro. Like I say, I haven't looked too much into it, but I think there's something to that. But there's certainly something that happens, you know, when a few people are ill in amongst each other. They do seem to, it might not catch up with each other, whatever, I don't know, but it does seem to be something, you know.
oh,
that happened within.
I mean, I knew some people that were that they had to take a pill for everything. Take a pill
Yeah,
to sleep, take a pill to wake up, take a pill to fucking shit, take a pill to eat, take
And then a pill for the symptoms of that pill, and a pill for the symptoms of that pill.
Fucking
Yeah.
pill heads. That's all they're doing all day is taking pills all day long. Take a pill at night, take
Right.
a pill when I get up, take a pill. What the fuck are you doing? How about let
Absolutely.
your body do its thing naturally? And you've got some
That's
kind of deficiency, you know, just go to the doctor. He'll just prescribe you anything. You could walk in there and say, my toe hurts, and you're going to get a prescription. You could walk in there and say, I got a pimple on my back. You're going to get a prescription. They're just going to give you shit because they can't give you shit, and you're
Well,
there.
I usually found in my experience what I wanted from them, they'd give me something else, but they still give me something.
Yeah. We did some tests and found out you have another problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. that was caused by taking too many of those harsh pills that attack your liver. So
Yeah.
now you've got to take these that help your liver regenerate a little faster. You know, but then it decays your kidneys. So
Yeah.
now you've got to take these pills for your
Oh,
kidneys.
dude, the
And now your
IBS.
bladder's all messed up.
Yeah, I've IBD. I've had a IBS and IBD all my life since I was 10 years old, and I took medication for the longest time, and I drank, which was really bad.
Did you take Buscopan for it?
Well, you know what the side effect is. It gives you liver problems.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
by the time
always.
I was done quit drinking, I started having kidney stones. And I passed the kidney stones, which is absolute. I'd rather break my arm than friggin' pass a kidney stone.
I don't blame you.
It's horrible.
Most pills are harsh on your liver and things like that because they're chalky.
It's a filter.
Because exactly, your liver's a filter, and all that shit is good for your liver.
So when I started having problems, they wanted me to take IBD medication. And when I read the side effects of the IBD medication, well, what do you think it affects? Your liver and kidneys.
Right.
Because of how it filters. And I was like, nah, I don't want to take that. Sorry. I said, I drank for 25 years. I think I've already done enough damage to my liver and kidneys. I don't need it. There's something else to bother it. You know?
Absolutely. And I was taking umpteen tablets and drugs and all that at the same time.
Yeah, me too. I was a mess.
You know, but I mean, I was bypassing the liver and going straight from there, straight to the intravenous from main line to brain. You know, I was bypassing the liver altogether. I know it goes through there afterwards, but I'm still bypassing it in the first place. You know, also taking loads of tablets. You know, and replacement if I didn't have drugs, and then I would take tablets that would be the same as the drug. You know, like opiate tablets of some sort.
Oh, I had a hell of a time. I took pain medication for the longest time, probably close to 10 years.
Killer to get off, man. You're a killer to get off.
Oh my God! When I finally said, okay, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm not taking this shit no more. My God, it was horrible.
Right.
It was horrible.
You talking about planets, bro? What's going on? Remember, having no symptoms is a symptom. The planet is full of retarded bastards. Absolutely, the plane, I would say, but you know, I agree with you. Apart from the planet, but
codeine.
Codeine, yeah. Man. I was on codeine. I was on morphine, dihydrocodeine, codeine phosphate. You know, all sorts of different. And I would take all sorts. I would take all sorts of benzos. You know, and I'd be on uppers as well. I'd be on taking base, amphetamine, you know, and then I would take speed tablets as well back when I was a bit younger. LSD. I've been on all sorts of drugs, man. Crack, obviously, heroin most of my life, on and off since I was 16. I injected from the age of 16 as well.
Oh, man,
yeah.
I knew a kid from school that we couldn't get him to smoke a joint.
I was a bit like that. I wouldn't smoke a joint.
5 years later, he was on heroin. I was like, how? We asked you to smoke a joint.
I was more scared of smoking a joint than injecting heroin at one point. I smoke joints every day, all day, every day. You know, but when I was on guitar, when I was on smack and crack, I wouldn't smoke a joint because it would just make me.
They'd take it away.
I'm so used to injecting, you know, and I was injecting a downer and an upper.
You want the up, not the down. yeah.
Right. Let's get this finished. We'll get over Rumble. Still got 10 minutes of this, actually.
A lot of people weren't even allowed to see their loved ones.
That's right.
And I saw that in my family. A lot of you guys probably dealt with the same. They literally, people were dying alone and no one could visit them because of that pandemic. There's just so many reasons.
Fascist.
There's a long list of reasons why we all hate the pandemic. For sure.
For a reason.
We don't want that again.
People are just going to keep going outside every day and passing it like no tomorrow. We can guarantee there wouldn't be a lockdown order even if it was needed. We barely got one last time. The president was forced to do it by his team because people were dropping every day. And also, bleach didn't work as a cure.
I don't think it can always be psychosomatic, Paul, because people have colds like they may like copy each other, like psychosomatic, like might subconsciously copy each other. But a lot of people, when they go away from each other, they've been with each other one day, they go away, and they've still got that same condition for a week or so. I don't think it can all be that. I'm not saying it is a virus. I'm just saying there's something happens in a group of people when someone's ill, and it's meant to be this viral thing. I'm not saying it is a virus. I'm just saying something seems to happen. Yeah. But I wouldn't say it's all it can all be psychosomatic. There might be another explanation. I don't know, but I do think there's something to what you're saying, Paul. You know
some people love being sick.
That's
some people
true.
love it because they get attention.
That's true.
You know,
that's true. I mean, there's actually people. There's a community on TikTok and things like that where they're actually faking being ill. They've got so many different alters, they call them, as in personalities, as in split personalities. They're some are autistic, some have got this, some have got Tourette's, and they're all faking it because they're getting money for it. You know, I mean, some ain't faking it, but there's a load of them making a load of money out of faking conditions. You know, and then you've got some people who have conditions and depend on their condition. You know, like they won't let go of it, even if they had some kind of cure, they'd want to keep hold of it because it makes them money, or that's what defines them now, you know. Yeah, I agree, Paul. Everyone has something to detox, but I mean, when it comes to like things like I'm not saying that this is your immune system, but when it comes to things like drugs, you know, I know when it comes to drugs, when I take drugs, I get to a point where I have to take more to get that same effect. You know, then if I don't take them for a while, I don't need to take as much. So I build up some kind of immunity to them, if you know what I'm saying, a tolerance. Yeah. So there's that kind of thing goes on as well. Because you build up a tolerance, you know, then you stop taking it, your tolerance goes down. So there's that kind of thing goes on. So our bodies are doing loads of things. But what exactly are they doing, Paul? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. No idea. God made me, you know. I'm not a human biologist, so no idea, bro.
I'd have a lot more money in my pocket if I learned that young. You know, I wouldn't have drank so much or smoked so much. Or would have been a hell of a lot cheaper if I just dabbled than it was.
I know. I mean, I started smoking cigarettes at 14, and I was going to be an athlete. I was an amazing runner and stuff. I messed that up by smoking, you know. And now, you know, if I could go back, I would, you know. Like I said the other day, you said about the accident. Would you go back and change it? That's one thing I would change. Doing drugs and all that, even though I regretted everything that went along with it, I wouldn't change that because it took me to, you know.
For me, it was a little different because it was somebody literally trying to off me. So my situation was a little bit different. But I look at it like this: if that didn't happen, I'd be a totally different person. I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation with you right now. I might not be here at all.
Right.
So
right.
Who knows? I mean, you know, I look at it as, listen, it happened. You're in the direction you're going, and it's a positive direction. Then, you know, whatever it happened, it made you a stronger person. I'll tell you that. I wasn't such a pushover when that shit was over anymore. When anybody said you want to fight, I was like, okay, come on, let's go fight.
There you go. I'm ready.
There was no delay anymore because it's like I just beat death. What are you going to do to me? You're not going to do nothing.
Exactly. What can you do to me that I haven't already been through? Right.
So, you know, the old step on D was gone when I came back, and everybody thought, you know, it was just going to be just like it was the last time they saw me. And they found out real fast.
Do you know the worst thing that someone can do to me is kill me? But then what happens? I go to the place that I want to be.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they're just doing themselves out. They might hurt my family, yes, but they're doing themselves out of something by putting themselves in prison for the rest of their lives.
I had zero fear at that point. I had zero fear. I was so hopped up that, you know, I didn't give a crap. So I made sure to do things so everybody seen me do it. So that way no one would ever fucking try doing stupid shit like that to me ever again. And
it's understandable, bro. It's a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You're not going to mess with me. I'm going to mess you right up. You know, especially when you've gone through it in your life. And then, you know, later on, there's just nothing anybody can do to you once you've been through that kind of stuff.
He had really bad luck after he tried doing that to me. He had really bad karma. Like just continuous bad things happen to him endlessly.
I get that principle. The Bible calls it coming back sevenfold. So
I
don't believe in karma because it's, you know, but the same principle is like in scripture, like it comes back sevenfold. Now I certainly believe in that, which is the same kind of principle.
His wife left him. He got into an accident. He walks with a limp now forever. He's got like some kind of weird hip problem. His wife left him. Every business venture he ever touched went straight to hell.
You get your comeuppance. Sometimes you get your comeuppance, man. Yeah. Sometimes it happens. I'm sure I've had my comeuppance. I
thought about getting that bastard. I thought about it. I'm telling you, I thought about it. I thought, you know what? And then I thought about, you know what? Day's gonna come. He's gonna be on his feet, and he's gonna be at the feet of somebody. I'm not gonna say. And he's going to be at the feet of somebody, and he's going to have a lot to answer to. And I thought, you know what, who am I, you know, but neither at the same time was I ever going to forgive somebody that did that either. And I know that goes against some things that people believe, and I understand that, but who am I to say, oh, no, you're perfectly fine, don't worry, bridge under cold water? That was never going to happen with me. So I just said, no, I ain't forgiving that bastard. But the day is going to come where he's going to be on his feet.
There's such a thing as like forgiving the act, but you don't have to like the person. You still don't have to like what they did, but you just let it, like, you know, like you can just leave God to deal with them. I mean, you don't have to like the dude, and you can still forgive doing that. But I get it. A lot of people say like, I'll forgive you, but I won't forget. If you got, I mean, I understand that to a certain extent, but you can still forgive someone and not like what they did or like even like them. You know what I mean?
because my mindset was more that bastard deserves everything that happens to him, everything. That was more my mindset.
But I think that's my mindset as well, of something like that, and that's natural. That's natural. But at the end of the day, you just say like give that to God. Look, your will be done. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
don't
did.
like them,
I did.
I don't like them, but your will be done. You know what I mean?
I did. I because I knew it was one of the wrong thing not to forgive and forget, but that isn't something that you easily forget, and neither
No,
am
of
I in
course
any
not.
position to
No.
authorize a forgiveness. I thought, you know what, this should go to the man upstairs. We'll let
Well,
him
yeah,
make the
yeah,
decision.
absolutely. You can forgive that person for what they done, but at the end of the day, they're not forgiven fully of their sin until they ask God for forgiveness. So you can forgive them for their trespass.
My
You
friend
can't forgive their sin. You can't forgive their sin.
Yeah, my friend would get mad at me because over the 25 or 30 years I've known him, when things pop up, I use that example for what happened to me, and you have to. If you don't go from what happened to you in the past and you completely forget about it, it's going to happen again. So, my mindset is, hey, when something pops up, I'm going to use that as my reference point, and I'm going to say, hey, to somebody else, you better watch out because this happened to me and that happened. I saw those signs, so be careful. And my
Absolutely,
friend used to
learn
get
by your
pissed off at me
experiences. Absolutely,
because
learn by your experiences. People say, "Don't you shouldn't be judging." They say it to Christians, you shouldn't be judging. Yeah, you judge circumstances and you judge people by what you see and experience. You have to. You have to in some situations. It's when they say, and in scripture, when they say like don't judge, it's not about not judging. It's about don't judge that person if you're doing the same or worse. That's all it's saying, is don't be a hypocrite. It's not saying don't judge, because we have to judge. We have to.
you have to
That's how
take into account.
Right. That's how you learn by experience. So you have to judge things. And sometimes that meaning judging people. Does it mean you condemn them? No. It just means you're judging that situation.
A lifetime of bad luck over and over and over and over. And I thought to myself, you know what? His existence is horrific. So I'm going to let that stay. I'm not going to be the one that's.
See, that's a good way of thinking of it as well.
Let him have his shitty existence. Let him have that crappy life that he's sitting there wondering why. It ain't my fault. It ain't me. Right. And trust me, I'm sure that but you know what? There's some psychopaths in this world that don't think or care about anybody at all anyway.
Right.
That was a prime example. I ran into a psychopath as a child, but it's a horrible. That's a horrible wake-up call.
Listen, we all think like that as well. Like that bastard deserves what he gets. It's natural to think like that. It certainly is. I mean, you don't even condemn yourself for thinking that way, because we do think that way. We just have to end up giving it over to God, or else it'll chew us up rather than them. You know what I mean?
Somebody asked me, "Oh, would you forget them?" I said, "No. I said I have already pushed that up to a higher, to human resources. We'll let them deal with it.
Right.
We'll let them deal with him when the time comes, and he's got some things to answer to, and it ain't going to be pretty."
Right. Absolutely, man. And like you say, you can forgive, but you should. And when they say people, you shouldn't I can forgive, but I won't forget. Sometimes, I mean, I get that. That's not pure, total forgiveness, but at the same day, at the same time, you should remember it. Not like remember it to hold a grudge, but remember it for your experience. You know what I mean? Because you need that to be able to help judge the other things in life.
Well, before that, if you would say, before that, I mean, even after it, as I got older, I kind of swayed away from that and then went into that whole, hey, let's do it in the road. Let's just wing it. Like don't think about shit. Come on, let's just do it, because it's it's on the fly. It'll be fun. But so many scenarios I almost got myself into that if I didn't have that gut feeling from having that life experience. There was sometimes where you got that gut feeling and you were like, you know what, I might not do this. I think I got some things, and you look at your watch, oh, look at what time it is. And, that car crashed, or those guys got arrested, or, and I think, how did I began to question myself, like, how did I be able to work that out when I've hung around with these guys a trillion times and nothing's ever happened, and all of a sudden get this weird feeling.
Right.
You know, it kind of got me to question it a little bit. Like, is somebody kind of watching over me?
Absolutely.
Is there a little eyes on me telling me, don't do that, don't go with those guys?
Absolutely, there is. Absolutely.
Kind of got me to think about things a little more, and instead of
the Holy Spirit convicts the world, so there's definitely eyes on you. Trust me.
My mother and my aunt prayed for me all the time. My mother told me, me and your aunt prayed for you all the time. So, and I think
if they're praying for you, I guarantee that their prayers are being answered and you're being looked upon. And they, like say, the Holy Spirit comes to convict the world, so there's definitely eyes upon you, no matter what.
I hope so.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro.
I see the disinfectant.
Where
it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or?
Yeah, lockdown order or not, if I see thousands of dropping a day, my ass is staying inside. And even if there was a vaccine released, people wouldn't trust it and wouldn't take it. They think it's some secret plot to have everyone's blood injected with Satan's and at his will activate your chip and have you walk yourself to the pits of hell. People took one COVID vaccine and were doing the most, acting like their whole life was over and they never recovered. There was people faking that they had permanent violent seizures.
The fucking stupid robot. Oh my God, is that a lawsuit waiting to happen?
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Because of it. It would be kind of funny if they're
Well, I mean, the same people that were demanding, and there were people going,
right, yes, you get the same feeling sometimes when something's going to happen. I think that was partly his point. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That happens, man. That happens. Then we could choose to ignore it, or we could choose to go with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, a couple of my friends got in a car. We were going to go to Connecticut. We were going to drive from Boston to Connecticut. Everybody was drinking, and including me. And I was going to go. I was there to go, and I don't know why, but I just got this feeling. I don't know what it was. It's just something about it wasn't cool.
You know, and if you get that feeling, it's best to go with that feeling rather than go against it, especially when it comes to something you know can be dangerous, could get somebody hurt, get yourself hurt, get you in prison, anything like that.
They rolled the car over. They rolled the car over on the highway.
There you go.
And rolled the car over, and they all got arrested because they were all hammered, all of them. It hit the car. The car hit somebody else. It didn't kill them, but it could have.
Was you drunk at all?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was drinking.
You still had that feel. You still had that gut instinct.
Yeah, something just said.
There you go. And I bet some of the others did as well, but I guarantee they ignored it.
They rolled the car over, totaled the car. The car went over, hit somebody else, and then they hopped out of the car all banged up because none of them had seatbelts on, so they all got thrown about. And they all got busted, including the driver and everybody else in the car because they had weed and were loaded. So. And there I was, they're all in jail, and I hear the word, and I'm like, wow, what just told me not to do that? Kind of got me thinking, like, why? Why did that just not happen? That would have been me in there too. And I would have been a middle person in the back of the seat because the car could only, so I would have been sitting in the back with two other people while they get whipped around as the car rolled down the highway.
Right.
I was like, fuck.
Definitely always listen to that, man. Especially if it's got to do with something in danger, somebody could get you in prison. Definitely listen to that gut instinct. Definitely. You know what I mean? If you're about to jump off a cliff, say in a bungee jump, and you think, that definitely you got that gut feeling that cord is not going to hold you for some reason, don't do it. Just don't do it. You're safe. You're safer not to do it. You might jump off of it and be fine, but you don't do it, you're definitely going to be fine.
Oh, I started having rules if you got in my car after that whole thing. I had rules. If you're going to get in the car with me, you got any drugs on you, get out.
Don't blame me.
That's it. I don't want that shit in my car. I get pulled over, it's going to be because you do something stupid, I'm going to kick your ass.
It's a good rule, bro. Good rule.
Just to tell people, if I get busted for something you got on you and you lie to me right now, as soon as we get out of jail, you better run. You better run.
Do your drugs if you want. I prefer you didn't. Do your drugs if you want, but don't bring them in this car.
Yeah, you want to do them? Don't fucking bring them in my car.
Yeah.
You have a car. And, a kid pulled the joint out, and I just pulled the car right over. It's a get out.
Because it's your responsibility, then Once they're in your car, it's your responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go to jail too because you're in my car and you fucking lied to me. So
even though it shouldn't be your responsibility, but
I just pulled the car over and told him to get out.
Responsible, yeah.
He said we're in a rest stop. I said I don't care. Call somebody, come pick you up, and just left him there. Didn't even close the door. Just drove the car off. I was like, bye, get up.
Don't blame me.
I'm not going to jail.
Don't blame me, bro.
Out saying if we find people unvaccinated, we're going to hurt them. We're going to call the police on them.
Oh, well done.
Get people arrested.
Martin saying that. I was driving to my caravan on my own this winter. I got feeling something was wrong. I turned back just in case. Don't blame you. Did anything go wrong, bro? Yeah, let us know if anything went wrong.
Yeah, never go against your gut feeling, man.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, I mean, I have before, and I was fine. But if I hadn't done it, I'd still have been fine. I mean, I would have been even more fine.
Yeah. You
I
take
think
that 50% chance gone.
Yeah, I think when I actually went against that, it was more nerves than a gut feeling. It was more nerves.
Fired from their job and all that. They said every one of those people were going to die if they don't get it. Well, I haven't got it, and a lot of people I know haven't got it, and everyone's okay. If anything, it's the people that got the vaccines were the ones
who says, if I went with my gut feeling, I'd never do anything. Maybe you got to discern what's gut feeling and what's nervousness, because they're going to be different. I think.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets nervous doing something like speaking in public or
right.
People are always afraid of public ridicule,
Right, absolutely. Dude, even when I first started streaming like 3 years ago, like I started going to flats and that. I used to be nervous just going on there. But when I first started streaming myself, it was kind of Paul, LVA Paul in the chat's fault and Michael Kahn's fault. Like we were doing a stream together on our collaborated channel, His Word is Truth. And Michael couldn't come in this night because he was at his mom's and had to be on his he was on his tablet. So like we usually, did it together, hosted together. And so it was just me and Paul in there as hosts, and Paul just kind of like, well, it was kind of a topic that I first started saying a few things on, and then like I was like, Paul was like, you're doing well, just carry on. So I ended up hosting. But I remember I was so nervous doing that. And even when I went to intentionally do my first stream, for weeks I was nervous. Even though I was doing all right, and I knew people in chat, and I've been speaking to them for months and that in flats and wherever. Still nervous doing it. It's just something you get over. You know what I mean? But it was sometimes you're better just to jump in the deep end in some situations, And just so happened in that situation, Paul just let me carry on. Michael couldn't come in, so I ended up presenting the whole thing or hosting the whole thing. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get over yourself, and
yeah,
and that's it.
Sometimes you just got to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something that's not endangering your life, it's not. Gut feelings not involved. It's just your nerves, isn't it?
Yeah.
That were affected long term. So.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
The tire blew it. Shit. So my tire blew out as you came back home. Right. See, there you go. Exactly. It could have been blown out in a more dangerous. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So yeah, gut feelings, man. Listen to them.
And they did scare a lot of people into doing that because there were so many people who initially said, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting that. Right. I'm not saying if you did get it, it's completely bad. It's just my choice. I didn't want to get it. And there was a lot of people, like I say, who didn't want it. And then someone would get ill or they would get fired or risk of being fired from their job, and they would pressure them into getting it. So many people had that. They were pressured into getting it. And now
into getting it, and people who were going to hospital and probably being diagnosed with, just say, I don't know, just say it was the common cold. But yeah, no, it was COVID. COVID, automatically COVID. You died of a heart attack, you died of COVID. You know, you died of cancer, oh, it was COVID induced.
Oh, motorcycle accidents. They got caught listing people as dying from COVID who were in motorcycle accidents.
See,
just so they could make more money.
Up the numbers as well, absolutely.
Regret it.
So happened to be a pandemic and certain people don't trust the vaccine released. Because this ain't like COVID. It's a 40% fatality rate. Your ass is just gonna die. Those 60-year-old MAGA boomers are gonna drop
your
like
ass
fly.
ain't going to die, bro. It's bullcrap. Don't listen to the shite. Your ass ain't going to die. And if it was going to die, it's something they've done to you. It's not going to die. You're not going to die, bro.
We also definitely are not getting COVID checks like last time. You're gonna have to thug it out, and if you can't make it and you don't have a job, it was a fun life for you, I guess. It's not like the check would do much, though. Right now, in this state of the economy and around the world, we have certain problems going in certain parts of the world. Like, people literally would not be able to afford to go through it again. At least pre-COVID, the economy was in decent shape. You can guarantee, though, someone's boss is going to say no to remote work and tell them they have to come in. Something also that would be annoying is having to get used to social interactions. Everyone was low.
Was the economy really in decent shape? Has it ever been really in decent shape?
It's always been fucked.
It's always been messed up.
It's always been fucked. I never remember a good time. It's always been some kind of screw.
No, I mean, I loved the 80s and the 90s, but I remember my dad working like 12 hours a day, 16 hours over shift. My mum working also, making good wages, but we were always skinny. We were always broke. So why? Because it wasn't good times. Oh, man, especially the 80s. Maggie Thatcher times. Maggie Thatcher and Ronald Reagan. Sure, they were having an affair.
Antisocial after the lockdown orders were lifted because we were inside for so long. You had to learn how to
Well, not everyone was. When COVID happened, I was still working a full-time job, and I still had to go to work. I was still working like nothing happened. You know, I was doing a security job. I was patrolling places that were nobody.
Exactly. It says with Paul says with not from its CV was listed as commodity like hypertension, so they could add it to the statistics. See, yeah, anything, man. Anything got classed as COVID.
Everybody was there. Not a single person. Really strange. And not a lot of people had the luxury of being at home on full-time pay. I know there was a lot of people who were off and weren't getting paid at all, but yeah, I can't speak about being at home on lockdown. I still had to go to work and I had no choice at the time.
A lot of people made YouTube careers out of COVID. You know, a lot of people made careers. You know, they started up channels and made it big because of COVID. You know, so it did some people good, I suppose. But, you know, when it comes to the health of people, trying to force people to take these jabs and that, not so good. Not so good.
So, yeah.
Communicate again because it just felt weird. Maybe some people did better, but I know for me it was rough. Transitioning from being on Discord all day with the homies playing games, not touching a speck of sunlight, to driving places and hanging out in public was a bit of an adjustment. Some people say they still ain't recovered since back then. Yeah, if you still think you're recovering from your antisocialness from COVID, you're probably just antisocial. It would also be horrible for the youth considering how much they got held back from it. Everyone older in Gen Z just barely made it out. Only 30% of Gen Alpha kids can read proficiently currently. Throwing them in another lockdown in their childhood is going to be
Gen Alphas nowadays, isn't it? But even like Gen Z, I mean, you ask them, I mean, no, I'm not saying them all, but a majority of them are just like the movie Idiocracy. It's so crazy how dense some of them are, and I hate to be that blatant about it, but some of them are just bloody dense. It's crazy.
Death sentence. They might end up being the most failed generation by society's problems. I got hit by COVID in my junior/senior year, but at least I can say grown up through.
Don't blame you, man. Don't blame you. I was still doing my thing. I wasn't fishing that at the time, but I was still doing my thing. Never stopped me doing anything.
For my core development years, I was good. I couldn't.
Do you know what? I got COVID twice, I think, and
Yeah,
I
mate,
couldn't
no, you
taste
probably-
anything for weeks.
Bro, but you were told you had COVID, bro. You probably told you had COVID, but you probably didn't have COVID.
Weeks and weeks and weeks. Couldn't taste a thing. Couldn't smell it. Couldn't taste it. Nothing. It was like it was weird.
Doesn't that happen when you got a cold or the flu? You don't taste much. You know? That happens with that.
But I had the best sleep of my life. I was sleeping 12 hours a night flat, waking up feeling fresh, didn't have any flipping weird nightmares.
So yeah, you woke up feeling fresh, and COVID's this killer. You know what I mean? That seems to be, yeah. Waking up feeling, I was a bit ill, but waking up feeling fresh, man. And COVID's this mad killer? Yeah, I don't think he had COVID. He probably knows he didn't have COVID. Like he said, pandemic, he said it at the start. Whether he knows what all that entails, I don't know. Some people just know parts of it, don't they? Like it was a plan. But there is such thing as COVID, and people did have COVID. A lot of people think, you know.
Waking up, I slept so good because I have really bad sleep, and COVID times, best sleep I've ever had in my life. Man,
weird.
Never had sleep like that.
Imagine my first time trying to learn the ABCs was through a Zoom class. This time they're gonna have AI too, so all the kids are gonna cheat on their assignments.
Damn.
The methods people used to have to do in 2020 to cheat were
And
absurd.
then AI
We became
now,
scientists in our own.
people are going to get even more stupid because AI is just doing it for them. You know, people got AI in their watches soon enough, and just in classroom, and it'll be in their earbuds. You know, yeah, there's the answer. Yeah, people just it just got to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Ways. People would pre-record them doing work on Zoom when they were sleeping. This fat guy in my gym class in high school decided to pre-record himself working out and just played it on loop to pass his class. That fat guy totally wasn't me or anything. I didn't do that. People would smear Vaseline on their cameras and tell the teacher the camera was broken so they could cheat. You don't need to do all that. Now that we got ChatGPT, it'll do the work for you. I do remember those Zoom times nostalgically, though. My teacher's classes got rated at least 7 times through the year. I'll end it off with some...
How do they even get past that, teachers now, like kids using AI? Because if I had AI in school, I wouldn't care how suspicious it looked. I would be banging out A stars and everything. If I had access.
That wasn't me. I mean, I would have only cheated if I was really, really, really stuck. I like to get things on my own, you know. And in thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have cheated if I was really stuck, because I like to work things out. And if I didn't know it, I like to learn it. So I probably wouldn't have. I hate it. I've never failed a test, and I'm doing practicing my theory for driving, for my driving lessons and that, and I'm doing the mock test for them. And every single one of them, I'm failing at the minute because it's a high percentage rate you've got to get, you know. And I'm failing them just by a few, but it does my nut in that I'm failing them. And that's the only way I'm going to learn anyway, because I don't know nothing about the theory of driving, because I know how to drive in my head, but I've never done anything to do with the road signs and all that. I just know from experience. And I'm getting most of them right, but it's because it's a high percentage rate, it's automatic fail. Even my mate, Harry, who's been doing it for a long time, he's only just started to get passes now on it. So, yeah, it's just keep on practicing it until I get like 15 in a row of passing. Then there's no way I'm going to take my theory until that happens. Yeah. Roger, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. QE's still pissed off, I guess. With what? With who? The
AI like these kids do. I don't know how teachers can really work around it.
Positive news, though. The reason why health organizations and governments are saying this won't be COVID 2.0 is because they have decades of research on this compared to COVID-19 that was brand new. So the world isn't starting with zero information on it and have to rush and figure out what to do. Also, since it's been contained to this one ship, it isn't jumping from hundreds of people to hundreds of people like the...
Well, this guy might be speculating and being dramatic. I mean, he kind of seems...
This guy's an actor. I don't think he's really... I mean, the way he was crying and that didn't seem... And what he was saying seemed very cliche. I don't think this is real.
like that sort of guy. He's crying. It's just, you know, all it takes is one video to get people worried, you know, and everything he was saying was just a bit weird anyway. He was just acting a bit weird.
See?
But a lot of people are going to run with that.
If you were in the vicinity of someone with COVID, as you know, your fate to get it was guaranteed. I'll never forget the one time I got it. It was from one of my dumbass homies who decided to pull up to the group meet with it without telling any of our friends, and he gave it to literally everyone there. With Hantavirus, it's mainly people with romantic partners who get it or being around someone who's sick with it. So if you're lonely and get no play, pat yourself on the back. You may have just prevented yourself from dying. Who knew being a loser would save me and you? COVID also spread way faster than this, so we would see a lot more cases if it was like it. I remember waking up and checking COVID cases. It would go from 3 to 10 to 200 to 1,000 to 10,000. And technically a mutation could happen to the virus and a new one could pop up. But most studies show when a virus gets mutated, it either stays the same or turns into nothing. At least hopefully that's the case.
Well,
no,
there's
it was nothing in the first place except propaganda and psyops.
Remember as well, there was a lot of people dying of other things and they were labeling it as COVID, or was it the other way around?
You turned into a scouser, have you, Roger? I'm heading to work. I'm heading to work, mate. I'm heading to work. Not all work, you know. Yeah, all right, Roger, bless, man. We're heading over Rumble in literally 5 minutes or so.
Can't remember, but everything they were saying wasn't exactly true, was it?
Humanity's in for one hell of an extinction event. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Everyone stay safe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, do you think there's going to be another lockdown? I don't really know, because the first...
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But I mean, whatever it is, it's not a genuine thing as how they say it is going on in the mainstream. Whatever it is, it's not what they say right now. Yeah.
Time this happened with COVID, I thought that there wasn't even going to be a lockdown then. I thought everyone was just panicking. I think a lot of us can confidently say we don't want another pandemic. It doesn't really benefit anybody, does it? And it was just such a strange time. It kind of felt like we were living in a movie back then.
Limbo.
Obviously, it depends on where you live, of course. There's people who live out on the sticks. They experienced it differently to people who lived in the city, like I do. Really weird. Especially when I was working full time and there was just nobody around. I was going to work and I was working alone, and my job, everything I was doing was alone. It was really weird. Let me know what you guys experienced during COVID, what you were doing. And do you think there's going to be another pandemic? Personally,
I was doing a lot of just starting. That's when I first started going on Flat Earth lives. I was Flat Earth well before that, 4 years before that. But that's when I first started going on the lives and chats, ranties, and then Brandon's, and then henceforth others.
I don't think, but I could be wrong. I was wrong the first time. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said in the middle part of the video somewhere, the link to my second channel is in the description. We watch body cams over there. Well, we're going to be. So check that out. See you over there, hopefully. And I will see you in the next video.
Later. Simple Savers. Is it Simple Saver Sam? Simple Saver Sam? It's Simple Saver Sam, I think. Right, let's play out with the Harry Mark, then we'll head over Rumble. We're going to watch Louis Resto versus Bill Collins fight. Is it a title match? Title bout, D-Man?
No, I don't think it's a title.
Heavyweight in it?
No, they're like middleweights.
I like middleweight. Right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, from 80s sometime, Louis Resto versus Bill Collins, and then we'll go do the film Beast. We'll head over Rumble now. Let's play Harry Mark. While I make a coffee.
I'm gonna get off the PC and I'm gonna watch it on the phone. I gotta go eat.
All right, no probs.
I'll be there.
You need the Rumble link.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Okay, all right. Then I'll stay here for a little bit then.
Right. So do you need the Rumble link now, or have you got Rumble? Or do you need this? Because you could, as long as you've got the StreamYard link, you can come in through StreamYard. You know, it's the same link in StreamYard.
Oh, okay. All right.
You just don't. I only changed it last week because I'd shut the whole.
Well,
stream
do you have
down
your name on the StreamYard? Excuse me, your name on the Rumble, is it the same? Same channel?
Yeah, it's PJ Cruikshank, the simple truth of Christ. I'll put the link in the private chat. Yeah, this is my.
Yeah, I got you. I'll see you on there.
Yeah, right there it is in private chat.
All right, cool.
All right, bro. I'll see you in a little bit. Right, let's play this one.
Hey, what's up, Harry? How you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Good, good.
You're inspiring me with your beard, man. That's goals right there.
Oh, man. I'm just trying to be like you, man. That's all.
Nah, that's a nice beard, dude. You come on, man. How you feeling? What's happening, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's really good to meet you, man.
Likewise, man. Where are you joining us?
Appreciate you, J.R. Hartley. Nice one, brother.
From?
Jonesboro, Arkansas.
All right, let's go. Arkansas in the building. Hell yeah. Well, what's the plan, man? Did you have some suggestions for the freestyle here?
I do. Actually, I have a few words for you.
Okay. Yeah, what you got?
Quantum entanglement.
Ooh, quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when the two things at a massive distance apart move together, right? Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's two or more quantum particles.
You do one to the other. One thing, it does the same to the other, no matter how far away it is.
Particles become linked, sharing the same fate regardless of distance. Spooky action at a distance.
Wait, what was that last part?
Einstein called it spooky action at a distance.
Spooky action at a distance.
Well, he's an idiot.
Yeah, keep the spooky action at a distance. Don't get too close with the spooks, man. All right, I love it. Quantum entanglement. What else?
Biopsychosocial.
Tell me about that. What is that?
It's a patient-centered healthcare philosophy that views health as the result of interconnected biological, psychological, and social factors.
Biopsychosocial. Oh, that makes sense. Biological, psychological, and social. A way of approaching holistic health, basically. Okay.
And catechumen.
Catechumen. And what is that again?
When you're becoming Catholic, there's a OCIA class that you take.
Okay.
And the class will be separated into catechumens and candidates. Candidates are people that have already been baptized in another religion, and catechumens are people that haven't been baptized at all.
So this is like somebody deciding they want to become Catholic at some point in their life, but they weren't previously part of another religion. They just been a free agent basically, and now they're like, let me become a Catholic.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So quantum entanglement, spooky action at a great distance, according to our pal Al. And then secondly, we had biopsychosocial, and then last but not least, catechumen. I'm saying it right? Catechumen?
Yes.
All right, man. Great words. These are some challenging ones for sure. All right. So let's see.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. So yeah.
Oh, for real? Okay, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Let's get it then. All right. Let's see. Let's try. What does it sound like? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep on winning in this game with persistence. Hey, keep on climbing, y'all. We pushing past resistance. Hey, we've been dreaming of these moments since we was infants. Hey. Spookiness at a great distance. Ooh, spookiness at a great distance. Ooh, spookiness at a great distance. Ooh, spookiness at a great distance. Keep on climbing higher, we pushing past the resistance. Yeah, off at the top of the mental, they know that I'm doing my duty. Hey, I'm never faking, we're never creating, I'm killing it truly. Hey, they say a mech is the illest off top. I'm looking like who, me? Hey, this shit is terrifying. Yeah, it's getting spooky. Hey, we taking all of them rappers. Yeah, we rearranging them. Hey, we taking all of them instrumentals. We about to strangle them. Hey, we do our thing once, twice. We do our thing again. Hey, we span the greatest distance. Hey, quantum entanglement. Yeah, y'all know we stay connected to the beats and all the raw flows. Hot beats staying connected with my fans even when I span the whole cosmos. Yeah, y'all know my flows are gigantic. We've been making everybody panic. Spaceship, I'm about to man it. I can feel my audience on Earth when I'm on my whole planet. Yeah, quantum entangled for life. Hey, I'm quantum entangled with the mic. Yeah, even if you take it out my hand. Hey, I still roll with the plan. Yeah, still feel like I'm amplified. Y'all know that I'm changing the policies. Need a little bit of quantum entanglement in my microphone and in-ears for the technology. Yeah, so that I can spin span the distance when I'm using my IEMs. H-Mac getting live for them. Shoot my shot like Iverson. Do what I feel when I'm all up on it. And I'm known around the whole entire global. Holistic approach to health. Bio, psycho, social. All to combine when I'm in this. We changing every policy with the wireless quantum entanglement technology in my biology. I download that, now it's in my neck. Every time I grab the mic, you know I'm catching wreck. Hey, every time I spit, I love to vocalize. I bring the people together, we here to socialize. Yeah, check out the psychology in your brain like I'm doing a lobotomy. When it comes to freestyles, no stopping me. H-Mac gonna change all prophecies. I'ma go against the grain when I'm all up on it. Y'all know I'm a human. Yeah, rolling in the game like a free agent. I'm a catechumen. Why that? Cause I never signed with no label. And my freestyle sound too fatal. I remain independent. Said it off the top, I meant it. Hey, y'all know I do my thing like this. And I'm boosting up the rap vibes. Flow so wet, people in the front row is about to get baptized. H-Mac really going in like this. Music is my religion. Every time I get to spitting, everybody seeing my vision. Y'all know I take them beyond. Whack MCs got me crossed. H-Mac about to crucify rappers. Step up to me, you could take a loss. Hey, y'all know I'm killing them, billing this when I'm selling it up, coming off the tip of the brain. When I'm spitting the flames, it was getting insane. About to make it happen. Shout out to my man Brian. You look a little confused. Are you liking what I'm doing with the music, dude? Yeah, now I'm putting a smile up on your face. Legacy we leave, it can never be erased. I just wanted to make sure that the audio was working. I'ma kill them for certain. H-Mac, I came through to a size. Yeah, every time I rhyme, I entice. Yeah, we gon' roll them dice. Other rappers pay the price. Yeah, give this cat some cumin, cause you know we about to add that spice. H-Mac, be ready for the recipe. There ain't nobody got the test of me. I bless them seeds. I know that I digest them seeds with these when I eat them with the reason. I be freezing, I be colder, heavyweight to boulders. At the same time, hot and I smolder. Shouts out to Brian in Arkansas. Every time I grab the mic, I'ma spark it raw. Let's go.
Yo.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, bro. My pleasure. I'm glad you enjoyed.
Nice. Right, Gudgies, I will see you over on the Rumble side. If I don't see you, if you're not joining us for Fight Night and the movie Beast, new movie, I will see you. What is it tomorrow? It's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably see you in the afternoon. Connor's Girl, thanks for dropping by. Always a pleasure. Actually, you haven't got you can be moderator now. You haven't got a mod, but you've been here a few times, so you're now a moderator, Connor's Girl. Bless you. Thanks for coming. Always a pleasure, everybody. I will see the guys that are following me over to Rumble over there, and I'll see the other guys tomorrow. And again, appreciate you. Cheers, guys. I will see you over there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here, the sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. He's over there.